Hello, do you want to go on a date with me? Hi, my name is Paige. Welcome to my channel. I have been really wanting to do one of those blind date with a book mystery packages that you can see on Etsy and on TikTok and whatnot. And one day I was scrolling through and I saw a TikTok account called The Wine Pages, and they were talking about how they have a mystery book. And I thought that would be really fun to try out a couple of different mystery book options on Etsy and read them. So I might stretch this out over a month or a month and a half or so, depending on how long it takes me to read these books. But I did buy 4 different blind date with a book options, and I am super excited to try them all out. So for these options, I was scrolling through Etsy and I was trying to look for ones that are more in my price range, and I bought 2 in July and I bought 2 more in August, and I figured I would try and read them in September and October, and I will pick a book. And I guess I am basically giving a little bit of a review for each of these places that I purchased from. I know that 3 of them I selected to get romance picks because I was just in the mood for romance at that time, and I still am. I am really enjoying romance, and one of them had the option to click surprise me, so I did go ahead and click surprise me on just one of them because I thought it would be fun to do. But I want to keep the element of surprise for all of these reads, so I'm just going to be opening up one package at a time before I read them and not open them all and just ruin that surprise every time. So for right now, we're just going to open one package and then we are going to read it. I'll update you with how I thought the book went, and then I will open the next package, and this video will be completed when I have done all of them. So I think it would only be fair to open up this package first. This is the one from The Wine Pages, which is what inspired me to do this, and I did pick an adult romance for this one, and they have the option for me to put my Goodreads in there. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. Who knows if they're able to actually look through the Goodreads list and what I would be interested in and have already read, but I'm so excited. Okay, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. I kind of ripped it a little bit, but look at how pretty this is. Oh, I might need to take a picture of this really quick before I open it. Okay, hold on. It's so pretty. I don't want to ruin this, but oh. Okay, we're going to. So it comes with a bookmark. It says books she has found are a way to live 1,000 lives. And it has the Wine Pages logo on the back. That's so cute. There's a little bookish sticker. And then it comes with a little card about the blind date with a book, and you can give feedback on the back of it. So, oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this is so beautiful. All right, how do I open this without ruining it completely? Perfect. I'm so excited. Okay, it has a Target sticker on the front, and it's called Things You Save in a Fire, and it's by Katherine Center. Okay, it actually sounds pretty good. So it's about a girl. I always say girl when I mean to say woman. It's about a woman named Cassie, and she is a female firefighter, and she is working in Texas, loves her job, she's really great at it, but her mother needs her to move all the way to Boston, and there she enters a old firehouse with a bunch of men who do not want a female firefighter, but there is a rookie firefighter who seems to be very okay with her joining their team, but she has a rule to never date firefighters, and she also thinks that love is too girly. So it sounds like a lot of fun, and I actually have 7 firefighters in my family, so I would like to read a love story with firefighters just because they are a part of my world. So this is actually kind of right up what I would look for in a book. I am very excited, and I think my mom would be excited to read this one too. So I guess the next time you will see me is when I have started this or have finished this, and I will then open my next package. I am so excited for this already. Whew. Okay, hello! I have finished Things You Save in a Fire, and I really did like it. It was so cute. Definitely very Hallmark. If this was on the Hallmark channel already, I would not be surprised. It just had every cheesy element of a romance and the insta-love and things just being so just cheesy with the monologues too, when like big moments happen. There was lots of speeches and like I'm doing this for love type of moments, but I thought it was really fun. It's pretty cute, and there's also some like heavier moments in it where the main character has dealt with a lot of trauma in her past, so it did have a little bit of darker elements. There's also a character in here that has an addiction. Her mother in this is also sick, and so there's like heavier elements, but it's mostly just a bunch of cheese and a golden retriever of a male character. So I thought it was really fun. It's super simple to read. I found it on Scribd, so I was able to listen to it with the audiobook, so super fast. So I am very happy with this first blind date. It was super fun, and I think I'm giving this 4 stars. It was just a good time. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. Besides, it was just a little bit cheesy, and the monologues and the campiness of it kind of made you go, oh, did they really go there? But it was cute. I did enjoy it. But this means that I can now open my second blind date with a book mystery bag. So for the second one, I was looking for free shipping, not gonna lie, and came across, I think it's Hollywood Studios is what they call themselves, and they had so many options, and I remember being stuck between like an Avengers one, like an Avengers like fan fiction or something that it said, or there was LGBTQIA, and I didn't know what to pick, but they had a surprise me option, and I said, if I'm doing a blind date with a book, secret TBR, I might as well try one that is completely a secret, even to myself. I don't know what I'm getting into, so this one has the potential to be the one that I don't read, just in case like it's like US history or something that's super boring. But it did have the option for me to put my Goodreads, so hopefully they did look and gave me something that I might be interested in. But I'm a little bit nervous, so let's find out what we will be reading next. I feel like I should grab my phone so I can take a cute picture of this one too. Alright, so this one's wrapped up, but inside it looks like there's also the like pretty packaging. Let's see. This one too has really pretty packaging. It has my name on it and a card. Okay, I need to go grab my phone and take a picture of that. I'll be right back. Okay, I took a picture and I just noticed that there is a little joke on here. It says, "Are you a font? Because you sure would make a fine print." I love that so much. I'm gonna read my card real quick and then see what is inside. Oh my gosh, I love all the little wax seals. So the card says, "Paige, I hope you're surprised. You seem to read a decent bit of female-led fantasy, so I hope this is good. Thank you for supporting my small business. Please reach out with questions and concerns." Okay, so I'm assuming it's female-led fantasy. Oh, I don't want to ruin this, but look at, we have a cute little bookmark with space on it. Oh my gosh, I love this so much so far. Okay. Oh no. I've never heard of this. So this says it is called No Good Deed by Connelly. I feel like maybe I've heard that name. I'm gonna read what it is about. Whew, I'm excited. Okay, this one looks so good. So apparently it is about a woman named Ellie, and she is like Olympic levels of archery, and she needs to qualify for some trials, but then ends up going through a cavern that takes her back to the Middle Ages, and she has to kind of survive there, and she wants to get back home, but I guess there's a knight that shows up too. So I'm assuming there's a love story in this one as well. So fantasy love story, I am sold. I'm excited. I love middle age stories, so yes, I am excited. I was so worried about this one just because I didn't know what surprise me would entail, but yes, Hollywood Studios, thank you. Let's see how this goes. I guess I will check in when I have finished. It's been a while. I have not been motivated to finish this book, and it's probably taken me nearly 2 weeks to actually finish it. So I think you can tell that I didn't love this one, and I had been a little bit unsure going into this if I would even like it at all. And I was excited at first when I heard the premise of it, but it wasn't a very great book. I almost DNF'd it at multiple points just because I could not get into this one at all. So essentially this is a Robin Hood retelling, and it's about a girl named Ellie who is at a Olympic competition type tournament or something. She is an archer, and she is trying to win in this tournament, and she is from America, but the tournament is in Nottingham. And one day when her parents are off doing other things in England, she just goes exploring, decides to go to the castle that is there, and she thinks that she sees some random monk and decides to follow him, and he goes into a dark spooky cave, and she decides to follow him into the dark spooky cave, and that spooky cave transports her back to medieval times. So there's really no great setup for the time travel at all. It's just kind of random occurring events that lead her back in time, and right when she ends up in those medieval times, she is already in trouble, and it's just a lot of her having people trying to come after her, and then her realizing that she is Robin Hood. I don't know if I'm even explaining this right. I don't even know if I understood what I was reading most of the time, but it was a lot. The pace was super fast, but none of it really made sense to me. I probably should have DNF'd this because I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it by the end, but there were a few interesting scenes, and some of the characters are written pretty well. The writing is readable too, so it wasn't all bad. Just the plot was not great. For this particular company, the packaging was beautiful. I love my bookmark. I've been using it non-stop. I think it's so precious, but maybe going with the surprise me option was not my best choice, especially when I should have just gone with that Avengers fan fiction one. I should have just gone with my gut and gotten that one, because I know I probably would have freaking loved it. I might even go back and buy that one just to know what it was. That is how book 2 went, but this means I get to open my third package. My last 2 packages have just been staring at me, and I've been dying to open them. So here it is. So this one says it's from JP Craft Therapy, and I remember looking at this image and thinking that I loved all the cards and the stickers with it, and it looked really cool, and the options that are already in that thumbnail picture for it looked really interesting, and I was really tempted to go with a mystery for this one, but I wanted to have a pretty similar experience with all of them, and I just ended up selecting romance. So I'm crossing my fingers that this is a good one. I lucked out with the first book, not so much with the second one, but this one feels really thin. It's not as thick as the other books, and that intrigues me a lot because I have no idea what sort of romance could be thin, and it feels like it might be a hardcover too. So I guess we should just open it. What am I waiting for? A little thank you sticker on it. Oh, it is wrapped pretty. Okay, I'm sorry if the angle is different. I had to move you to take a picture, but the back of it says my name, and then it says a book a day keeps reality away. This is so cute. I love these little wax seals. I really want to learn how to do those. There we go. Open this up. It looks like it's a card. So it looks like we have this sticker, this one, some peppermint, I assume tea. I actually don't drink tea, so I don't even know how to drink tea. Like, are you supposed to put anything in it? I think people put like honey and sugar, right? We got a tarot card, the 7 of Pentacles. I need to look up what that one means. A cute map bookmark. I love this. A thank you note from the company, and it looks like some poems and letters. All right, I will read those in a little bit. Let's check out this book. It's smaller than I expected it to be. Okay, it is called Ghosted by Rosie Walsh. So this is about a woman named Sarah who meets a man named Eddie, and it's like love at first sight, and she thinks that this is it. This is the romance that she's been waiting for. Everything in her life is about to start, but he has a planned vacation that he's going to go on, and he promises to call her, but he never does. And her friends and family are like, move on, and she, for whatever reason, cannot let go, and she thinks that something wrong happened. So she tries to figure it out, and I guess something is very wrong, but we don't know what it is. So it actually sounds kind of cool. It sounds like a mystery and a romance. Not sure how I feel about it being called Ghosted. Like, is that like an R form, like he ghosted her, stopped talking to her, or like, are we getting like paranormal? I don't know. I'm excited about this one. I'm hoping I can find the Scribd audiobook for it, or I might even use an Audible credit if it's there, just because I am going super slow with these updates. But yay, I will check in once I have finished reading this one. And I just quickly looked up what 7 of Pentacles means, and apparently it means that success comes from hard work and patience, but this card reminds you to take care not to overdo it and exhaust yourself, which is a really great message that I think I need right now. not only do I not know how to make tea, but I also really didn't like this book. So as I'm waiting for this tea to steep, whatever it does, for the 3 to 4 minutes it recommended, I will tell you what this one was about. So I gave the summary that it was about a girl and a man who like fall in love, and then he goes missing and like kind of ghosts her, but she thinks something's up. So that summary was essentially what it is about, but it is more so about a woman named Sarah, and she is recently going through a divorce, and she meets a man in England while she is there visiting for reasons that I feel like would be too spoilery to share, and they fall in love within 7 days, and then he, upon promising to call her when he gets to a trip that he's about to go on, he completely disappears. She sends him messages on Facebook, and she sends him letters possibly. She even reaches out to his friends on Facebook to ask if he's okay, like did he die, is something going on, what is going on. This man, who we both agreed that we were falling in love, said he would call me back, never did. So then she starts to get messages like stay away from Eddie, don't talk to him, and she sees a woman kind of following her. So it starts to become a little bit more thriller-esque in this one, and there are a couple of twists and turns that happen, one of which I did not see coming whatsoever, which makes me not completely despise this book, but for the most part it was hard to get into because it's not a linear story. It's jumping back and forth between when Eddie and Sarah met and a few moments of them falling in love during that time, but not enough for their love story to be believable. Then it's mostly set in the aftermath of him ghosting her and her friends trying to figure out what is going on. But it also has letters interweaved in this that go back into history, and it also has a few moments that go like back into the past, and it's hard to get into, and the author tries to leave a lot of the chapters on cliffhangers, but then you don't find the results of that cliffhanger for 3 to 4 to 5 chapters later. So it's really hard to try and stay invested because it's just jumping everywhere. Plus the background characters all have their own baggage and side stories that get intermixed into the main story, and it feels like you're just learning a lot about people who aren't as important to the story, and you also don't get enough of the love story, so it feels more mystery thriller the entire time. And then when the romance pops up, you're kind of like, what is going on? Why do these two even care about each other? It's only been 7 days that they knew each other. They've been apart longer than those 7 days, and we don't get to see them interact very much. And when the twists and turns are revealed on the way that these two are kind of connected, it's hard to believe that they would want to be in a relationship. I kind of want to give it 2 stars, but the twists that happen in it kind of bumps it up to like 2.5, so I'll probably round up to 3. But this was a no for me. I don't recommend this one. It was boring. I didn't care about the characters, didn't even want them to end up together. I just, no thank you. But I will say that I think that this particular blind date was my favorite because of all of the little gifts that you got with it, the tarot card pull. I like the packaging of it. It was just so cute. So far I think this one is my favorite experience. It's just not my favorite book. This would probably be ranked 2 though, because No Good Deed was that was not great. I did not have a fun time with that one. But let me try this tea before we open up our 4th and final blind date. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. It smells nice. Well, we'll doctor that up later. So the tea experience is fun. And I think in the next one there is some other treats in there. So let me look back at what I got before we open. Okay, so for our 4th and final blind date, I went a little bit more expensive, not by much, just a few extra dollars, and I definitely wanted to stick with romance because I felt like that would be the easiest way to judge all 4 of them together, except for book number 2, which still should have gone with that Avengers fanfiction. But anyway, then I decided to go with hot chocolate because I personally love hot chocolate. I don't like a lot of warm drinks, but if I do have to drink one, it is always hot chocolate. So let's open up our 4th and final one. I'm not gonna lie, I hope this one has an audiobook. Right, this one is packaged in bubble wrap and everything. It is so nice. there is a bunch of stuff. It is like a nice thick package. Okay, let me get some pictures first. We know the drill, and then I will be back. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and start looking at some of this stuff. So there is this little bag that has a cute sticker that I'm gonna rip open. And it comes with 2 little candies, little marshmallows, and then we get some Total Indulgence Deep Dark Chocolate. I love hot chocolate so much. I'm super excited for this. All right, and then we have the book. It is small. This feels like mass market paperback, and I'm kind of here for it. Oh, look, it's a little squirrel. Can you see? All right, so we have a Nora Roberts, which I personally own a lot of them, but I've never read them. They're my grandma's. I've quasi-inherited them because me, my mom, and my aunt haven't split up her books yet, but I have a ton of Nora Roberts and I have yet to read any of them. So this is Engaging the Enemy. This is 2 books in one. So it looks like it is 2 books. One is called A Will and a Way and the other one is called Boundary Lines. The first one says that it's a woman named Pandora McVie who is living with a co-beneficiary, Michael Donahue, after her uncle's last wishes. For whatever reason, they have to live together, and they fall in love, even though they are nemesis. Nemesises? Nemesis. They are nemesis. I didn't major in English. Sorry. And then Boundary Lines looks like it is about Gillian Barron and Aaron Murdoch, who are in a generational family feud, but these 2 seem to have their hearts destined for each other. Okay, I don't know if I'll read both of these because I only have a couple of days until I need to get this video out for you all. So I'm gonna try my best to read both. I might check in after just one or the other. But that's kind of awesome that I get like 2 for 1. I will say I'm mildly disappointed that there wasn't like a bookmark or any stickers or anything with this one, just because I did pay a bit more. I did get the hot chocolate, but the last one came with tea. But it also came with a bunch of stickers and bookmarks and stuff. So this one's a little underwhelming, but hopefully the books make up for it. We are going to find out. I will check in when I have any update on the book that I just about dropped. Okay, I will see you now. I just finished book 1 of 2 in this Engaging the Enemy's bind up. I don't know what to call these, but I will just say for now that book 1 would have been a book that I actually really enjoyed had it not been for the 2 of them being cousins. They might not have been blood related, but they did like to refer to each other as cousin, and I was grossed out the entire time. So I would have enjoyed it more had that element just been completely eliminated. If they would have just from the start said, yeah, we're not actually cousins, we might just be cousins by marriage, but there is no blood relation whatsoever, and I've never seen you as a cousin. I'm going to try my best to read the second book, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, so I will let you know what happens and wrap up this video in the next clip, I guess. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and just not even read the second book for that duology because I looked up some of the reviews and it said that book 1 was the best of the 2 and that book 2 was just garbage. So I think I'm going to wait on reading that. It's a really quick audiobook. I think it's only about 7 hours on script, so eventually someday I might just read it, but I'm just going to read the 1 book for now. I would say that overall this blind date with a book experience was super duper fun, but I have learned that I am kind of particular about what I want to read. I can't say that I loved any of these options and would have picked them for myself, except maybe Things You Save in a Fire. This one probably would have appealed to me, but the rest I likely would not have picked. So I will say that book 1 was my favorite of all 4 blind dates. As for the experience of opening up all of the blind dates, I would say book 2 from, was it Hollywood Studios, would have been my favorite experience. I love the packaging, I love the little note that they wrote to me, and I felt like they really did look through my Goodreads and found something that I should have liked, but this book just ended up not working for me, and I love that bookmark so much. I am still using it pretty much every single book that I'm reading right now. It is just so cute. So I would say book 2, the second blind date, was definitely my favorite experience overall. I would say that the third blind date though was my favorite for goodie wise. I didn't know that I was going to be getting a tea and all those stickers and bookmarks. So overall that packaging was probably amazing. Everything that you got inside of it was probably the best for the prices that I paid. That was like the best deal because you got so much in it. But this might have been my least favorite book. These two definitely were not my favorites of the entire experience. And then my final blind date, I would say this was the best treat option. I love hot chocolate, I love marshmallows, so that was a really good cozy night in. But for the value of what I paid for versus what I got in the packaging and stuff, I would say this was my least favorite, just because it was just a book and just the treat, which isn't bad. I am definitely not complaining that it was a bad experience. It was still good. You get 2 books for 1 in my particular package. I just appreciated that the other small businesses were adding in little trinkets like the stickers or the bookmarks and stuff, and it makes me, and because of that, now I can use their stuff and think about them and go, oh yeah, maybe I should try it out again. Like for sure, I think I'm going to have to get that Avengers Surprise Me from the second blind date person because I love their packaging. I love that they really tried to match things for me. And the book didn't work out, but I'm still so intrigued by their small business. So this fourth one just didn't wow me like the other ones did, but it was still a really fun experience. I definitely had so much fun reading all of these, even though it took me way too long to get through all of them. So I will definitely be linking all of the small businesses that I purchased from in the description if you would also like to get some books from them. It was super fun. I feel like this would be fun for somebody's birthday or the holidays. It was a nice surprise every single time. I think the opening of each package was what was the best experience for me. The reading might not have been my favorite, but I would definitely do this again. I definitely want to do more of this. Maybe around the holidays I might get a few more. We will see. Alright, that is all that I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already subscribed and are considering it, I've been trying to put out weekly reading vlogs on Wednesdays and other fun videos like this on Fridays. So if that's something that you would be interested in, go ahead and click subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you have ever purchased a blind date with a book or if you are now considering it. And what would you want to find in your blind date package? But that is all that I have. I will see you in my next video. Alright.